What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of A Legend in the Making. Today, as per your request, we have got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the super sub, the guy most notorious, absolutely worldwide known for scoring the winner in the Champions League final against Bayern, and it was a crazy game as well. Now, before we get into the video, guys, if you want to purchase any FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check out thefootshop.com. Their link is in the description below. Very fast and reliable service, and if you use the discount code NEPO at checkout, you will get a discount on your coins. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for me, was one of those annoying players. I'm an Arsenal fan. He was a Man United player for most of his career, for 21 years. He did play for 2 seasons for Molde. But yeah, he was an annoying player. He was always come off the bench and score time after time after time. And you can see here he scored 159 goals in 408 total appearances, bagging 23 goals for Norway in 67 appearances. Now, for Molde, he didn't win much. He won the Norwegian Premier League 2 times, which actually I say he didn't win much considering he was just there for 2 seasons. That's pretty damn crazy good. For Manchester United, he won a fair bit. He won the Premier League 6 times, the FA Cup twice, the Champions League that 1 time, in which he scored the winner, the Community Shield, which is now known as the Charity Shield, 3 times, and the Intercontinental Cup 1 time. He also won the Premier League reserves and so on and so forth, and he is now, of course, the manager of Cardiff. What's crazy about Solskjaer is it's difficult to judge him as a legend with a legend card, although I think the term legend card is overhyped by EA. You know, these are world-class players that have got legend cards, and some of them are legends, don't get me wrong, some of them are legends, but some of them, even the players that they've put in the legends that are already in the game, some of them aren't exactly legends, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not like in the football top 100, something like that. And Solskjaer is very difficult in that category because he was a Manchester United legend, no doubt. Was he one of the best players in world football ever? Absolutely not. So it's difficult to really judge a card like this. And when some of you look at these videos and watch these videos and disagree with me on ratings and so on and so forth, the reason why I rate them how I rate them is because EA have given a minimum rating of 86 to a legend, which means I must give a minimum rating of 86 to a legend. So when sometimes the ratings are, you know, sometimes I give like a great player a rating that I see fit, and sometimes I give a not such a great player a rating that would marry up with EA. You guys get confused and so on and so forth. But Solskjaer, I've given an 88 rating, maybe a little bit high, maybe an 87 or 86 would have fared better. But then again, he did score some really important goals and won a lot. But what's crazy about Solskjaer and his career is that throughout the 24 years that he was playing football, he never won a single individual honour as a player. How crazy is that? Like, he won it all. Apart from like things with Norway, he won all there was to win at club level, pretty much. You know, aside from like World Club Cup Championships, whatever that's called. He did it all. Now, I've given Solskjaer a 5-star weak foot. He was as equally good with his left as he was with his right. And I've given him 3-star skill moves, which maybe he should deserve 2-star skill moves because he was not known for his skilling. But what's notable about Solskjaer, and this is where a lot of people get confused with my legend ratings and my legend cards, is I've given him 85 shooting. Now, he scored a lot of goals and his finishing was brilliant. He would have 99 finishing and 99 finesse. That's no doubt about that. He wasn't a free kick taker. He didn't have the hardest shot, and his long shots weren't great either. So when I build these cards, I have to take into effect every attribute that goes into that stat from EA. The in-game stats determine these card stats, or what I would think the in-game stats were. If we were just basing this on his ability to put the ball in the back of the net, his shooting would be 97 or 98 because he didn't miss chances. But the reason why he didn't miss chances is because the sort of player Solskjaer was the sort of player that he was a poacher. He was in the box. He'd be in the right position. A rebound would drop out, and he would be there to put it in the back of the net. Now, that's a clinical finisher, but it's not the sort of person like, for example, Van Persie, who could take the ball from 35 yards out and just smash it into the back of the net. You didn't see that from Solskjaer. That's not really the kind of player he was, which is why his shooting is reduced to 85. Now, He was pretty quick, Solskjaer, especially in his earlier years at Man United. He had a fair bit of pace, and that's why I've given him 85 pace. But once again, his passing and dribbling, they're relatively low, and that again is because I grew up watching Solskjaer. You know, I've seen, like, I watched the Premier League, of course, throughout my childhood and into my adulthood. And Solskjaer wasn't a guy that would pick up the ball and dribble around players here, there and everywhere and score. He was just a poacher. He was always in the box looking for a finish. And that's why his dribbling and passing is so low, because he wasn't there to play those sort of balls. And I've given him 70 heading. Although he wasn't the greatest header, he did score a fair few goals with his head. He did have some nice finishes there with his head as well. So that is the card that I have given him. I think it'll be a decent card to play with. I don't think it'll be the greatest card. I think it'll be a relatively cheap legend card to buy on FIFA. And for the who's next, guys, you can see right there, I've gone with a Manchester United theme for today. I've got Jaap Stam in there, the centre-back, and then I've gone for Dwight Yorke and Andy Cole, who were, of course, a dominant partnership throughout a decade of Man United's dominance in the Premier League. And it would be actually fun to make those cards and go back and look at them guys' careers and so on and so forth. But this is going to be the end of the video. Now, as always, everyone is not going to agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know what you would change and how you would change it. But this is what I think the card would look like, and I think is a very, very fair reflection of Solskjaer's career. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys, so thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace!